Right. It is nearly it is 3 minutes to 5 here in the UK, which means it's 3 minutes to 9 in the US, certainly in California on the West Coast, where San Diego is gearing up for the big nerd party of the year, San Diego Comic-Con 2023. Now, this is where we are going to be requesting, if you could mind, start spreading the word, because what we're going to be doing is a live stream each and every day, each and every morning, just as you're getting yourself sorted, either at the Broken Yoke or maybe you may be in a line for an exclusive or a panel or something. But we're going to do our best to give you an update of everything that's going on San Diego Comic-Con throughout the course of the week. It's going to be a daily show, and hopefully we're also going to be kind of getting one or two live stream bits and pieces throughout the course of the day. Basically, here in the UK, I've got a chance to kind of do my best to grab as much footage as I can, and then we'll start spreading the word and, letting people see what they're missing at San Diego this year. But this is where we need you to kind of sound in. Let us know that you're here. Let us know what you're up to. And, of course, we'll do our best to update you as we go throughout the course of the week. Plenty of stuff that's happening and that has been announced, and loads of things when it comes to wraps and preparing the show for the city for the show. All of that we'll get into. And, of course, we want to find out what you're looking forward to at this year's show, how it's going to change, how the show is going to be slightly different. And we're going to get into all of that over the course of a half an hour show each and every day, this week. But of course, we would like you to spread the word as well. So if you want to you've got 40 seconds, grab the link and let's see if we can kind of spread the word about us going live each and every day. 28 seconds to go. Oh my word, it's been a while since we've done all of this, isn't it? But no, good to have you joining us, and hopefully we'll have a bit of an entertaining show as we move forward. Of course, sound off in the comments. Let us know what you're up to. Let us know what your preparations are looking like. Are you in San Diego now? Are you flying out as we speak? Who knows? Tell you what, let's roll the credits and we'll find out what's happening with San Diego Comic-Con 2023. Right then. Hello there, everybody. Welcome along to Talking Con, a cup of tea with an Englishman in San Diego. My name's Len Sultana. I'm an Englishman, and I'm not in San Diego this year. Bugger. Life has kind of interrupted, which means that I'm not able to attend San Diego Comic-Con this year. But that does kind of mean it gives me a little bit of time to do a bit of remote reporting, which means what I'm going to be doing is a live show each and every day throughout the course of this week, all the way through to Sunday, bringing you all the updates, all the bits and pieces, and all the stuff and nonsense when it comes to San Diego Comic-Con 2023. One or two people joining us already. Dan Berry, who is our senior editor of the Convention Collective. He has boots on the ground in San Diego. He's a San Diego San Diego native as it is. And he is looking forward to the show, and he's going to be doing interviews. He's going to be bringing all sorts of bits and pieces into the Convention Collective, not just during the course of this week, but also moving forward. So keep your eyes on the convention collective.com. Fandom Ventures is watching. Hello there, Fandom Ventures. How the devil are you? Solicitous Meg, I'm skipping this year. So my prep is sleeping in. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Chuck Cook as well. Howdy, my dear friend. Miss you. I miss you too. Karma Savage. Hey, listen. Thank you so much indeed for joining us. And Fandom Ventures does say, heading down very early on Wednesday morning as I have a volunteer shift at 9 a.m. that day. They do actually have volunteers kicking in as of now. Basically, those that have been roped in to come along and basically sort the show out and get it all prepared, get the booths in, get everything prepared. Pretty much day one this morning. I mean, we're talking, like I say, 9 o'clock in San Diego. With it's a case of, in fact, let me see if I'm going to start the show with a lot of information in terms of what's actually happening in San Diego. And I do want to do each and every morning. Let's bring this up. I've got myself a little bit of a weather chart as well. So there we go. A little bit of information as we kind of help you out with your preparation. We're going to start the show off with what the weather is going to be looking for. Like I said, we're going to be doing this live stream each and every morning around this time. So like I say, it's 5 o'clock here in the UK, 9 a.m. In the US, which gives you about half an hour, which means you could be watching this while you're getting ready for your day. You may be in a line ready to get in, but hopefully we'll do a little bit of a live thing. Either we're going to try and do ourselves to get our some interviews with panel hosts and panel guests. Maybe they want some panels that you would like to go along and see. Maybe they're going to do their best to kind of promote their panels. Maybe bring you some interviews throughout the course of the day, because the day starts now. Hopefully throughout the course of an evening and throughout the course of a night here in the UK, I will have the time to gather some information, gather some interviews, and bring them to you first thing on the morning to start your day. So that's the way it works. But let's have a look at how today is looking. 27 degrees with the sunrise at 5 to 5, so 5 to 6. So yeah, we've got a couple of hours of daylight already into San Diego, and you're looking at a nice, bright and warm day as well, up to 26 degrees as well. Don't forget, as for anybody who is traveling from out of the state, maybe even traveling from the UK, I did do remind people that it does get very deceptive when it comes to San Diego because of that sea breeze coming in off the bay. It does mean that it may feel cooler than it actually is. Wear your hat. That's the reason why I got the flat caps in the first place. It's a case of protecting myself from the sun. So please do look after yourself over the course of the day. Let's have a look at this. Rachel is watching. Hello there, Rachel. Good morning to you. Karma Savage. LimeCon. Yes, that's pretty much what this is going to be. It's a little bit of a show to kind of help people get into the course of their day. And let's have a look. So let's just make. I looked at that ad was like they did move the con to Alaska. I'm trying to dislate that. I mean, like you say, he does actually say, I'm going to need a US translation. I'm trying to help there. But as was, they did the move to the con to Alaska. What, is that too cold for you? Who knows? But there we go. Right. Anxiously waiting to see when the exclusives lottery results come out. Yes, last night was the cutoff point for all of the exclusives. So hopefully you've got your votes in for what you're wanting. Either it's going to be a signature, it's going to be exclusive lineup, or it's going to be something that you're wanting to get your hands on. And of course, those results should hopefully be coming out within the next day or so. So hopefully by tomorrow, you should have an idea of what you're going to be getting your hands on. Okay. This, like I say, wrong degrees for this country, brother. Well, I mean, I know that I'm kind of US based. Let's see if I can change that out a bit and do the settings and make it more friendly for the US audience, considering that we deal with that kind of settings. Let's have a do with this. There you go. That might be a little bit more presentable for you. Let me just bring this back up, and so you can see your weather a little bit more familiar for the American audience. There you go, 81 degrees. We're looking at a high throughout the course of the day, 80, 79, around 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, but with an average of anywhere between 70 and 80. Please do keep yourself nicely in the shade, put the sunscreen on, and do what you can to keep yourself away from that, looking like that lobster from looking like Zoidberg is what you're trying to avoid, I think. So let's just make 20s in minor apocalyptic. Yeah, this is true. Right, Leanne D is saying, well, at least there will be no camping for Hall H this year. Well, let's get into it. Let's dive straight into a discussion about how San Diego Comic-Con is going to be looking for 2023. I put something up on the my social medias, which, by the way, you can follow me on Twitter if you really want to, because I don't really post there anymore. Facebook, on the Facebook page for an Englishman in San Diego. Also, you can now follow me on Threads and also on Hive, Englishman SDCC down there. Do follow along. Hive is kind of where I'm going, but definitely Threads is something which I've really embraced over the course of this week. Yes, what San Diego Comic-Con is going to look like in terms of where people are going to head, where people are going to go, what things people can find. Yes, Hall H is not looking great. There are only a handful of really high-profile panels that are taking through. Nothing happening in there on the Sunday, which means it is going to be Thursday, Friday, and Saturday when you're going to be having programming in Hall H. And again, we have talked about the fact that not many of the studios will be attending. Indeed, Legendary have turned around and said that they will not be attending or not be programming for this year. Let's see if we've had any update to that as well. So let me see if I can just dial that up. But certainly the biggest panel that you're going to be getting in Hall H is probably on the Saturday. Star Trek Universe has been confirmed. They will be represented at San Diego Comic-Con. However, it's very difficult to work out what that actually is going to be looking like, because the WGA and the SAG-AFTRA strike basically puts a kibosh on any promotion for any writer or actor appearing on any of those shows, lest they wish to become a scab for that particular picket line. So it is looking like any promotion that you're going to be seeing is going to be all in terms of studio generated preview content, maybe even half an episode, a full episode. They are going to be incredibly dialed back in terms of the talent that's going to be on stage. And when it comes to Star Trek, I would certainly expect none of the acting talent to even think about going up on stage to break any of that the picket line that's being put up by not only SAG but also by the WGA. So, Legendary Entertainment on the Saturday. Let's have a look at this. This was going to be taking place on the 11 o'clock slot in Hall H, has been cancelled. What they're going to do to fill that, if at all, is going to be pretty much non-existent. So, yeah, I mean, like I said in my social media post, number one, I'm wondering if CCI is actually going to use this opportunity to kind of do a Control-Alt-Delete, a reset of San Diego Comic-Con. They've also announced that there's going to be no off-site collection. On-site collection for the official merch this year. It's going to be a case of purchasing it on the website, and it's going to be getting mailed to you. That means that big line at the Marriott Marquee does mean that that's going to be pretty much non-existent, because that's no one's going to be lining up for anything. This could be a case of a way of Comic-Con resetting the standard for lines. They have been constantly badgered and harassed for the excessive lines, especially for Hall H on the Friday and Saturday panels, queuing up the day before and basically lining up the marina. That is not going to be happening this year, except the one line that kind of gets a little bit neglected is the everything else line. the line for the exhibition floor and Ballroom 20. Ballroom 20 is the strong panel room for this year, which means we're going to be getting a fair old line for that. So if anyone's going to be using the tents and anyone's going to be lining up around the marina, and maybe we will be getting those people that will be queuing up and camping out overnight, it may be for some of the content in Ballroom 20. We also have the lines as well for some of the strong content in Indigo Ballroom as well, and 6BCF. So it really is a case of just a way of CCI to reset. Because I posted a video last year, the issues with the ADA line and just generally the line in general to get into Hall H for the Saturday and some of the Friday programming did mean a lot of people were angry and frustrated, and there was quite, I'm not going to say a mob, but there was a considerable amount of people that were confronting what officials from CCI who had been pulled out of the Eisner Awards in their tuxes and finery to confront this rather angry crowd. The idea being that a numerous amount of shoots have been created for ADA. All of them have been given wristbands, but only, all of them had been promised that they would be getting into the room, but only enough wristbands were going to be available for just the first two. And next thing you know, the other two lines were just left there to kind of decide what on earth they were going to be doing. So it got very fraught, very angry, and I'm guaranteeing there were a number of emails bouncing backwards and forwards from CCI execs turning around and saying, there's no way I'm doing that again, facing down a crowd. So we'll see what happens. Let's have a look at this. Solicitors Meg. There will always still be one or two wackadoos at camp. Yes, there will be some campers. Of course there will. This is San Diego Comic Con. It's all about passion. It's all about enthusiasm for all sorts of content that's available at the show. But it's going to be certainly a case of the necessity. I don't think there is going to be a necessity to really camp for Hall H this year, unless you are wanting to be in that front third and really kind of get up close and personal. But even then, in much the same way as people talk about the twilight years of San Diego Comic Con, I remember the line for, I believe, the sequel to the Twilight film, when everyone was going absolutely berserk for Twilight. And I walked in. I wanted to see what the line was like, and I actually just kind of like wandered to the front of Hall H, and all the tents were empty. Everybody was inside. Everyone that was rabid and that had been camping out for 2 days, there was really only enough of them to fill the front third. So the actual room itself was empty, 6,500. There was only something like 2.5 in the room. So there's passion, and there will be people who are camping out, but whether the need is there, if you are wanting to get in the room, we will talk about that. Like I say, this is going to be a daily show, so we'll talk about and hopefully get some reports back about what Hall H, Ballroom 20, Indigo is going to be looking like, and certainly when it comes to the lines. Watch this each and every morning, and we'll let you know where we are, and I'll keep an eye on the lines, keep an eye on social media, and certainly first thing on the morning, you can watch this show and get an update of where we actually are in terms of the con. Solicitors make. Guess I picked the right year to skip. Exclusives are a bit crap too. There's one or two in there that's tickling me, but still, I know exactly what you're on about. And Karma Savage, good, that merch line will be gone. It was a little bit harsh to get the merch last year, wasn't it? Certainly, to be honest, I actually quite enjoyed that line because it was a nice little snake, and you ended up meeting up with so many people you hadn't seen for absolutely ages. You kept bumping into people. I actually quite enjoyed that merch line last year, so who knows? Other news that has cropped up as well. Actually, something that I'm going to talk about, which you know me, what I'm really tickled by is comics. The comics fan. I do try to go to the Eisners on a Friday when I get the chance. It's going to kill me that I'm not going to be able to live stream or tweet the Eisners this year. But as it happens this year, certainly the big thing for me is well, it always is the big thing for me, is the Spirit Award for industry, Spirit of Industry, a retailer award. A number of stores that I'm aware of here in the UK got nominated. So, I mean, certainly the likes of, let's go through, certainly in the UK, let's just go through the UK ones because that's who I am. We've got ourselves, for example, Little Shop of Heroes, which is Albert Granger, Lou Granger's, and Sinead Granger's in Fife. That has gotten itself a finalist place. We got ourselves OK Comics, which is my local comic book shop. That got itself a nomination, but hasn't made it through to the final six. Traveling Man in Manchester as well. But there are some incredible stores across the UK, US, and across the globe. It's great to see Argentina being represented there. Meridina, Scene A Comics. Congratulations to them, and King's Comics as well. George and Christine Vlasterius in Sydney, Australia. Yeah, some international representation, which is absolutely fantastic to see. Florida, California, a whole bunch of California ones. That's fine. And a Spain one in there as well. And Saskatchewan. Oh, Saskatchewan? Yeah. Akira Comics in Spain as well. In fact, two from Saskatoon. So there we go. Nice to see some representation. But the final six that have been put forward, Bat City in Bradenton, Florida. We got Blackbird Comics and Coffee House, which is Maitland, Florida. You've got Cape and Cowl, which is a famous store of note in Oakland, California. You've got Little Shop of Heroes from Fife in the UK. Traveling Man in Newcastle in the UK, and in Benicia, California, you've also got Natasha and Dan Kurtz's. I can't quite read that. What's that say? I can't. I just want to try and read what that says. I can't even see it. It's a very terrible graphic when it comes to a logo. Zeppelin Comics. Okay, there we go. That's your sixth Spirit of Comics Retailer Award. Winner of that is going to be announced, of course, on the Friday. So on Saturday morning, we'll go through the runners and riders of who won what at the Eisners this year. So, I mean, I can certainly go through some fun things which have been sent to me, which has been really good. And thank you so much indeed for everyone who has dropped me any photos. If you do want to jump in and send me something, send it to me on my Facebook Messenger, which is open, or you can send it to me by email at admin@theconventioncollective.com. So please do send pictures. Let us know how San Diego's looking, because yeah, it really has been quite a joy to have a look at all the pictures of San Diego. For example, did I see the pics from Chuck? No, I haven't. So tell you what, I'll open that up in a second. We'll see if we can get those dived up into a window. But no, Martin Hogg, also known as Roving Scotsman on the old social media. Thank you so much indeed for getting in touch. And he sent me a bunch of pictures, including those of the downtown being transformed. Yellow Jackets is being plastered up around the Hard Rock, right there in front of the Quantum Leap offsite, which is being constructed, the NBC offsite that's being constructed in that little area, the courtyard in front of what was Tin Fish. We've got ourselves Fox Animation as well, bringing all sorts of stuff and nonsense going up on top of the Omni. It's looking good. You've got ABC. This is happening around town, as we had last year as well. A whole bunch for Anne Rice's Interview with the Vampire being broadcast on AMC. This was a nice little video as well, which he sent me, which looked really, really cool. Just that nice little sweep, and it really kind of got me really amped up. This is Sunday, so the city really is kind of getting fully into shape, and of course a nice little finished shot. There we go, the convention center, which I'm very much missing in a big way. On the green at the back of the Hilton Bayfront, a huge, imposing Futurama, courtesy of Hulu, and we've got Adult Swim in there as well. lot of stuff taking up the green, but no, it looks like we've got a nice little Futurama bit as well. So that's rather cool. Yeah, if you do want to send me any kind of information or any pictures at all, you're more than welcome. We'd love to have them from you. Let me see if I can just bring up this, and you can email them to me at email address admin@theconventioncollective.com. Please do send any pictures, or you can send them through the social media. Either send me a message on Instagram, send me pictures and video on that. You can send it on the Facebook Messenger. I'll take any and all pictures and videos off you, not only for my own personal FOMO, but also to spread the word about things that you've spotted around town. Doesn't have to. Tell you what I would like, if you could, this would be fantastic. If you could go into those parts of San Diego Comic-Con where perhaps other people haven't gone. You know what I mean? Those little back streets, those little side activations, maybe some things that people haven't even spotted. Give us some updates, send some photo. Always send photos, always send videos, and we will spread the word and share them on our socials, and also then we'll recap them here on the Daily Show. Not the Daily Show, yeah, the Daily Recap Show, the live stream each and every morning. So yeah, do spread the word. Let's see what you can find around San Diego Comic-Con this year. Brandon Troy is saying he's en route now as we speak, which is fantastic. I hope you have yourself a great time at Comic-Con this year. And of course, yeah, do jump in on the comments. Let us know what you are looking forward to this year. Is there anything that is still in the panels that you quite like the look of? Is there anything that is tickling your fancy in the programming? Do let us know, and we'd love to see what you can spot out and about. So let's have a look at this. We have ourselves a bit of a gallery. Oh, cool. Let's have a look at this. I'm just going to make sure. Right. Okay. There's a password and everything. Oh, this is looking rather good, though. There's some cracking photos in this little gallery, so I'll spread those. Spread the word now. Again, please do let us know what you're looking out for. Jump in on the comments, and we'd love to know what you're keeping your eye out for, and of course, just generally what you're wanting to find when it comes to Comic-Con this year. So Chuck Cook, who is a good friend to the live stream, yeah, he's just done a great job of sending us some photos. So thank you so much indeed for Chuck. And I'm certain that we'll get some more as we go throughout the course of the week. If anything, this is just going to be a way of me getting some serious FOMO out of the way. But yeah, please do spread the word. And let's see if we can get some photos from everybody. And let's let everybody feel incredibly jealous that they are not in San Diego, because I tell you something, I absolutely am. We've got Fandom Ventures saying, I might have time to use the pool at my hotel. Absolutely. But I'm definitely hitting at Mark Bernardin's Splinter Short Film panel on Thursday night. Yes, you're getting a full screening of that. Now, he has turned around and said that he's going to be doing the full panel. I'm guessing because at the end of the day, it is a project which is self-financed. It's being financed by crowdfunding. It's not being put together by any kind of studio. So it's a kind of project where anyone can, from that cast, rock up to talk about Splinter. I'm not saying it's a little bit of a workaround, but it's a way for some actors to actually talk about what they're getting into. So yeah, that could be an interesting one. And I'd like to try and get some a little bit of a promo about that. Speak to Mark Bernard. I'd love to get him on, but there we go. Fandom as well. I usually dedicate at least a full day to offsites. This year it may be more. Yeah, I think the offsites are definitely going to be a highlight for this year. So if I can just crack that down, let's have a look at some of these photos that Chuck has brought us. I'm just wondering, can I actually move my? I'd like to move my my thing, my little logo around, so I'm not in the way. Is there a way I can just do that? Okay, maybe that'll do. We'll go through these pictures that Chuck has sent us. Do head to Chuck Cook's page, by the way. He's also got himself a whole bunch of social media. If you look for Bit Splitter as well, excellent stuff to his work, especially when we get photos like this. There it is. That's what I'm missing. It is, of course, the tents going up nice and early on the Monday, on Sunday indeed. Yeah, these are all taken over the course of the weekend. So yeah, the setup is very much in full effect. Okay, we've got ourselves out on the grass by the Hilton Bayfront. It's going to be the Adult Swim bits and pieces, which, like I say, they're doing a massive activation, which is great to see. So that's going to keep everyone nicely occupied. I'm trying to work out what this show is, by the way. I know it got told, but it is an original series coming to FX. Yeah, if anyone does know, please let me know what that's going up on the Hilton Bayfront. Yeah, Enter the Second Dimension. Yep, there you go. It is an activation and a half on the green of the Hilton Bayfront Hulu Animanium. So yeah, let's just go through and see some of these great photos. These are what people can currently see. Like I say, they might see a bit more of these constructed to this morning. So if you are going to head down to the marina, yeah, do let us know how these are looking out. But considering that is how it's looking so far, that Futurama activation is just absolutely dominating. Star Trek is representing up on the Marriott Marina. Although it will be said, none of those people are going to be showing for any kind of the Star Trek panel. Anson Mount is even shutting down his social media because social media is part of the blackout when it comes to promotion. So they won't be promoting any of Paramount's output. Patrick Stewart, although he is an executive producer on that show, he won't be showing up for any of that. And I can't see Sunique or Michelle rocking up for any of the Star Trek. What that Star Trek panel is actually going to consist of, I have no idea. It's going to be quite a thing. Adult Swim, again, part of that activation down on the green. Yeah, I'm trying to work out what that is. I know I've been told and I'm trying to remember. It's not Shogun, is it? Okay, we've got Lioness up on the that tall building, which is by Petco Park. Yeah, so that's what's happening up on there. Another shot there taken from the top of the convention center, looking down at the tents, and of course down from the park as well, looking up towards the Omni. These are great photos. Thank you very much indeed for these, Chuck. Fantastic. That could be a background to any photo gallery at all, couldn't it? Isn't that a great shot of the back of the exhibit halls, back of Hall H, taking in all those banners for Comic Con International. And then, of course, Hall H is, I think I know exactly which route he's taking these pictures. I think we know exactly which way we're going to be heading. Yeah, looking back towards the Omni, and with the Fox Animation display there. Oh, man. Yeah, up onto the upper balcony as well. Welcome to Comic Con International. Fantastic. Oops, it is. I didn't want to do that. Let's go to our next picture there. Great shot of that Star Trek banner up on the marina as it's just getting completed there, featuring Picard, Lower Decks, Strange New Worlds, Discovery, and, well, Discovery. But when you've got yourself an Oscar winner, you put her up on the banner. Sunland, which is on the back of the marina extension. Yeah. Good Burgers, streaming this fall from Nickelodeon, up on the Hilton gas lamp. Interview the Vampire as well, going up around the other side of the gas lamp as well. Anne Rice's Immortal Universe. Oh, good Lord. Does that tell me we're getting more of it? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Okay. And Yellow Jackets, which I have been hearing really terrible things about the recent season, which means that the curse of the Hard Rock Hotel of putting truly appalling television and film properties up on its board as part of the wraps continues. What a shame, but there we go. I was really enjoying Yellow Jackets, and I've been told that the new season is dire. So thank you, Hard Rock, for planting your curse well and truly on that. Much appreciated. And there you go. That's a side look. Thank you very much indeed, Chuck, for these pictures. Again, Hard Rock Hotel looking good. Lou and Mickey, showcasing interview with the vampire. I mean, yeah, they go all out when they come to putting these wraps together, don't they? If anything, this year, I think that's what most people are talking about. Yeah, it is the Hilton gas lamp with Gen V coming from Prime. All the streamers are really doing their best to kind of showcase this. This is the Boys spin-off, and you've got that nice little head off between the two protagonists on screen, and Boys Diabolical as well, which is the animated spin-off. Invincible. Now, apparently this panel is going ahead for Amazon Prime. Invincible will be coming to San Diego Comic-Con. But one thing that we haven't talked about yet is the fact that animation is taken on board when it comes to the strike. They still fall under what you can get. Well, it's Shogun. It is Shogun. Shogun? Oh, good Lord. Anyway, Invincible, the animation is still covered by the writer strike and by the SAG-AFTRA strike. So what that panel will actually consist of, I think we're just going to be seeing a lot of screenings this year. So I think we may be getting a little bit of a preview of Invincible new season coming from that. More shots of that fantastic Star Trek activation. The Lodge from Paramount Plus. Again, what this is actually going to consist of, deep in Gaslamp. Like I say, the stars and the writers aren't going to be rocking up. So lots of screens showing things, perhaps. This was where we had the Star Trek activation last year. But Paramount Plus taking over that again. Daryl Dixon was for the Walking Dead spin-off. Hope is not lost. We've got the Walking Dead universe, but what that's going to consist of, again, you may be getting a lot of preview screenings, a lot of pre-prepared content coming to the Hall H stage for the Walking Dead universe. The Mercantile Margaritaville Hotel. That's new. I've not heard of that one. Something going up there as well. Thank you very much indeed for that, Chuck. Good Omens Season 2. Would have been great to have a Good Omens proper panel, but I guarantee that those two will not want to represent or break any kind of picket line. So there we go. No Hollywood, more off-site attendance. Yes, I think you might be right. I think the off-sites are going to be incredibly busy this year. Danbury, Margaritaville is a lot of where the Den of Geek stuff will be. So yeah, excellent stuff. So there we go. Do check out Chuck's photographs as we go throughout the course of the week. I'll try and get some more photos, not only from Chuck, but from you guys as well. If you are heading towards San Diego, if you're getting close, if you want to spread the word, by all means, like I say, you can either head to my social media. You can either send them as a message on Twitter. I think I got my notifications turned on. If you are, by the way, a Twitter user, you may want to check your settings for your notifications. As I shared on social media, thanks to Red.Diva, thanks to Tina for sharing this. Yes, it looks like what they've done is in the background, without anyone knowing, they've changed the settings for Twitter users, that they can only receive messages and notifications from verified accounts, rendering Twitter utterly useless, which means you have to go into your settings, into your notifications, actually turn it on so your friends and anybody else can reach you on Twitter. It's like they want to torpedo that website from within. It's ridiculous. But there we go. Yeah, if you want to send them by Twitter, you can send them by the social media. You can either send them by Messenger on the Convention Collective page, an Englishman San Diego page, or if you're a friend of mine on Facebook as a personal friend, send it to me there. I'll basically, I'll gather as much as I can over the course of a day. And then first thing on the morning, we'll have a whole bunch of brand new content, including updates of any changes that's happening. So basically, if you are going to be in a line on a part of the day, basically from 9 o'clock on a morning, you can log in, you can watch this live stream and find out exactly what is happening. You can send them as well by email. admin@theconventioncollective.com. We'd love to see any pictures that you have. That'd be rather cool. Danbury says, you have to turn it on to friends only. Log out, log back in, and change to the setting you want. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Leanne D. It's a Solomar now called the Margaritaville. Oh, right. Okay. You see, you learn something new every day. And this is what happens when you don't attend and you don't get into San Diego. You don't learn these things for yourself. There you go. The Margaritaville, formerly known as the Solomar. But there we go. Yes. All looking very, very cool indeed. And yeah. That's the way that San Diego is shaping up in terms of its wraps, in terms of its offsites, and what we're actually expecting from people out and about in the gas lamp and in the downtown area. Now, the actual convention itself, this is where we're going to have to see as the day and the week goes on. Each and every morning, then, we are going to do our best to update you with what you can expect to see at San Diego Comic-Con. Over the course of the next 24, 48 hours and the rest, I'm also going to be doing my best to get hold of, either by Skype or by video or any way that I can get hold of them. I'm going to get hold of some panel hosts and panel guests and get them to promote and pimp their panels because I think that the smaller panels and all the bits and pieces that are happening on the second floor of the convention center and around San Diego, do check out the content at the library. Do check out the content at the Omni. Yes, by all means. If you're watching this, if perhaps I'm going to spread this and share this on about, if you are a panel host or if you are a panel guest and you want to pimp the panel that you are appearing on or that you're organizing or that you're panel hosting, drop me a line. We'll have a quick interview. We'll find out what your plans are for the panel, and we'll do what we can to spread the word each and every morning when we do these live shows. This is day one, day T-2. So we've got only a handful of days to go, a couple of more days, and then we're diving straight into San Diego Comic-Con 2023. So let's have a look at this. Chuck Cook, Margaritaville still has active jackhammers going downstairs this morning, so I don't know how it's going to be ready for the con. Ouch. Dan Berry's asking, what about the panel I helped coordinate? An email went off, mate. I am waiting on a reply. So there we go. Fandom Ventures, Veronica's saying hello. Hopefully more people will see smaller panels. Yes, this is what I mean. There's going to be content out there. People have been saying that it's going to be a disappointing con. You will not be disappointed at San Diego Comic-Con, ever. At the end of the day, there's content there. You will go around and find your new latest thing to be absolutely excited and wowed and jazzed about. Not a cup of tea. Cider, actually. There we go. Let's have a look. So, yeah, do go check out around the convention. Find out more about things that are being shown. And, yeah, spread the word. Send some photos. Let us know about any kind of like niche bits and pieces of the con that perhaps people would like to learn more about. Take loads of pictures, send them to me, and we'll spread the word. And like I say, we'll put them in a little bit of a gallery, which we'll show every single morning as we go through the con. So that's the plan. That's what we're going to do. We're going to bring you updates. It basically is going to be like your little prep for the day for half an hour, 45 minutes to an hour, each and every morning. That's what we're going to be doing on this show. So please do spread the word. Let people know that this is what you're watching and what are you watching on your phone? Are you watching this? You're watching the show. Also, as well, if you are going to San Diego Comic-Con and you're on boots on the ground, if you want to get in contact with me, again, use the email address or send any kind of social media message. Get in touch with me, because what I would love to do is try and get some video of the floor, even if it's a case of you recording it yourself and just sending it me, Dropboxing, whatever, send it to us so we can get a sense of what the floor's like, what the downtown is like. Basically, yeah, I will be your conduit to spread the word of what San Diego Comic Con is looking like this year. Again, any of my socials, and of course, you can send to admin at the conventioncollective.com as well. Karma Savage, go see Jamie Lee Curtis at a panel promoting a co-created graphic novel turning into a movie. Right. This is what I mean, I have had a couple of conversations with some people, and what I feel about how Comic-Con itself as an organization is going to take to this this particular series of events with the strikes. At the end of the day, there are going to be some actors, writers, talent that have been invited to San Diego and have been put up to come and attend the show. So, for example, the Brave New Warriors panel, they may be kind of helped to be promoted. You know what I mean? They're put up, they're invited into town. This could be a hell of a thing for CCI because, number one, it will definitely put them on the side of the creators. While the studios may not particularly agree with it, we are going to be having a lot of the world's entertainment media no longer following any kind of promotion because all the actors are off strike, all the writers are on strike, so there's no one to speak to. That appalling Haunted Mansion red carpet, which Disney paid scabs dressed in Disney cartoon characters to walk the red carpet in the absence of any stars. Oh, that was so disappointing. That was so sad. The world's entertainment media will have a lot of open mics, and there's going to be some actors and writers that want to have their say. This is going to be, yeah, this is going to be a way for a lot of talent to have a very big microphone put in their direction. So, yeah, it's going to be a way for CCI to very much be on the side of the creators and also have the platform for a lot of people to talk about their situation of how they're paid, what the residuals are like, what their treatment by the studios is. So, yeah, let's have a look at this. Dan Berry saying she can talk about the comic, though, not the movie. Yes, indeed. Well, I believe she can talk about the movie. Don't quote me, though. Curtis social media out the invite personally. Well, the thing about the, yeah, as far as I'm aware, Leanne D is right. She can't talk about the movie at all because it is being produced by a company. Therefore, it will be promoting a project which is company produced. At the end of the day, the current SAG-AFTRA rules are no promotion, no social media. Keep yourself head to the ground. Someone turned around and said that people can't show up and appear at San Diego Comic-Con. They can. They are more than welcome. They have been invited. They're more than welcome to show up at an event like San Diego Comic-Con, sit behind a table, sign some autographs, and make some money. What they cannot do is promote a project produced by one of the studios. Simple as. Okay, I was being a bit facetious, Dan, as is me. That is my want. No, they were Disney cast members, not scabs. And none of those members of SAG-AFTRA, are they not actors? Or is this the whole anti-union thing as put together by Disney? Who knows? Solicitor Smeg, if I were the unions, I'd have brought everyone to Comic-Con to not talk about movies, but talk about the strike. Yeah, that's exactly what I'd have done as well. The world's entertainment media is there. Variety, Entertainment Weekly, Deadline. Everybody is there. Every blogger on the planet is there. You've got a captive audience. You've got actors and writers angry and frustrated. And we could have had a couple more. Ron Perlman and what's his James Gunn's brothers. Yeah, we could have had some more videos of those absolutely going off on one, as they should do. So there we go. So that's what the plan is. The weather, what the day's going to look like, any announcements and updates and cancellations and additions to the schedule. Maybe CCI will be able to program something a little bit into that spot, which has now been opened up by Legendary, which was going to be their big tentpole, especially when it comes to Godzilla versus Kong. There's so many elements that have been shifted due to the strike, which is going to be in full swing still by next week. Well, this week, sorry. It is this week, isn't it? It's this week. We're here. Yes, Sean Gunn, thank you very much indeed. If you get the chance to see the video that he posted, somebody basically interviewed him, and he was there. His particular picket line of choice was Netflix, because he is starring, or did star in, of course, Gilmore Girls, which is one of Netflix's more popular streaming shows. And he felt that they were not giving any kind of residual payment to any of the performers or actors that have been on that show and made that show what it was, and felt that they were being ripped off. And this is the crux of the whole argument. So there we go. Right. Thank you very much indeed. This is a little bit of an introduction. T-2 days and counting. Preview night just around the corner. We'll give you an update. We'll get definitely a more sense of what the con is going to be like. If you want to get in touch, if maybe you are heading down to San Diego and you just want to get in touch, and we'll quickly set up a behind-the-scenes live stream, record a bit of video, and allow you to show us what San Diego is looking like. Because FOMO is real, and I'm feeling it. I want to feel San Diego Comic-Con through your pictures and video, and just talking about it. So if you do end up heading down towards San Diego, drop me a line. I'll arrange a time for me to be up. We'll get it sorted. We'll get a live stream, behind the scenes live stream, and then we will put it into the daily morning show, and we'll trim it together and get that out. So that's what we're looking for. Pictures and video, so I can feel jealous AF. Okay. If you are heading to San Diego Comic-Con this year, if you're there already, or if you are en route, have yourself an amazing week. I guarantee that you will anyway, even if it's just for the salty stuff, because my word, there's enough of that going around, but also just for things to entertain you. I guarantee. I mean, people talk about San Diego Comic-Con being an embarrassment of riches. If it is 10% of what we would usually get at San Diego Comic-Con, it's still the premier pop culture celebration on the planet. There we go. That's my 5 pence on that one. Thank you very much indeed for watching. Back again tomorrow at the same time. So do join us. It's going to be 5 p.m. GMT, so 9 a.m. in the morning. If you feel that we should actually be doing this a little bit sooner, 8 a.m. perhaps, let me know. We'll shift it. We'll change it around. We've got a couple of days and we'll fix it all in place. Okay. And we'll certainly for preview night, we'll fix up a time. We'll get everything sorted. I'll even get graphics sorted out, and I'll get a camera sorted out because my stand has gone missing. The reason why I'm using the laptop camera. But yeah, if there's any way that we can improve the show for you to enjoy, we'll do it. We'll change the times if we need to. Drop us a line, either on my socials, admin@collective-convention.com, or you can drop me a line on my social media, and we'll do what we can to change it around and everything. So you have a morning preview of your day at San Diego Comic-Con. Thank you so much indeed for watching. Do take care. See you tomorrow, as we are one day away from San Diego Comic-Con 2023. Let's see what happens in the next 24 hours. Who knows? We'll see you soon.